Right. So we've got 100 grams of ice cream contains 13 grams of fat. So we have, you know, we can set up, if you want, like a little proportion like this, right? So 100 grams of ice cream, 13 grams of fat equals, there's 250 grams of ice cream. Yeah, 250 grams of ice cream over unknown amount of fat. Good deal. But the trick is you've got to put the two ratios need to be the same, like ice cream over fat. Or you could do the other way around. Like some students might have set it up, you guys might want to set it up with the fat on top, so it'd be like that. Yeah. So in this form is also correct, right? But it's just that your ratios have to be the same, or your fractions have to be the same. If you're doing so like I said, you could do it this way: 13 over 100 equals unknown amount of fat over 250. Okay, or you could do it this way. What's that? Oh yeah, a wrong way. Let me show you a wrong way. Sure, here's a wrong way. What if you did 13 100 ice? I'll just do ice for short, ice cream. And you could do, like, put the 250 up here, right? And put the fat down here. See how that see how this doesn't make sense? Because look, it's supposed to be, these fractions are supposed to be the same. Like, you can't have fat over ice cream here and ice cream over fat there. They're not the same thing, you know? So this is not going to work. Something like that is not going to work. You can either do it this way or this way, right? And in both cases, when we cross multiply, we'll end up with the same thing. 100 times x, 100x, equals 13 times 250. See that? Right? Or in this case, this times this times this. Again, 100x, 100 times x, 100x, equals 13 times 250. 13 times 250. See that? Well, I know that I have the fat on top and the ice cream on bottom, so those fractions are the same. That's how I know, because I'm putting the words in. Ice cream over fat. See that? That's how I know they're the same. Rather than mixing up like this, like where you put fat on top, ice cream on the bottom, over here you put ice cream on top, fat on the bottom. So these fractions are not the same at all. Like, they have to be the same type of fraction, right? So whether you want the fat on top or the fat on the bottom, it doesn't matter. Or the ice cream on the bottom or the ice cream on top, it's just that it must match up. This must match up with this, right? Yeah, they must match up. And then from there, we can do our math. So you'll divide by 100. I like to divide by 100 before I multiply. A lot of students, you might like to multiply and then divide by 100. That's fine. Yeah, so I know if I divide by, you know, I have factors so I can cross cancel. So like if I divide by 10 into 100, this 0 goes away, doesn't it? And I can divide 10 into there and I just get 25. And now I can do this. 5 into 10 goes twice. 5 into 25, 5 times, right? So I've got 13 times 5 over 2, right? So I can go 13 times 5. 5 3s, 15, carry 1. 5 1s is 5 and 1 is 6. Right? So basically I have x equals 65 over 2. Right? And then I can go 2 into 65. Right? 2 into 6 goes 3 times. Yep. 2 into 5 goes twice. And I'm going to get a remainder here. 2 to 5 goes twice, remainder 1, because 2 2s is 4, right? So remainder 1. Put the remainder here. 2 into 10 goes 5 times, and this decimal point goes up, right? And then we're actually done, because that went in evenly, right? So 32.5, and what is that in real life? That was our missing grams of fat. So it's grams, G. G is the same thing as grams, right? Cool.